All right, welcome back to Getting Sober, again. My name is Jay, and today we're gonna talk about 10 reasons why we get sugar cravings after quitting alcohol. But first, if you haven't yet, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you care about your sobriety as much as we do, then make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. All right, let's get started. How many of you out there quit drinking alcohol but then picked up other bad habits like fast food, nicotine, caffeine, or sugar? I know that when I got sober, I almost always had a tub of ice cream in the freezer and found myself opting for more sweeter treats in the first few months of sobriety. Of course, I knew, just as you do, that too much sugar isn't good for you. And then I'll read comments from people saying things like, well, at least it's not drugs or alcohol, and you have a point. But the bigger point to be made here is that sobriety is a tool to help you make overall better life decisions. We know that on top of weight gain, sugar can also contribute to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, gum disease, tooth decay, high blood pressure, inflammation, reduced immune function, and sugar can put you at higher risk of dementia and Alzheimer's, which, for any of you that have loved ones in a nursing home, take a look the next time that you visit at what kind of foods are being given to the patients who are suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. I'm willing to bet you that you'll find a lot of sugary snacks, processed foods, and other unhealthy treats. Sugar is also linked to kidney disease, liver disease, and sugar also causes a temporary spike in dopamine, aka the feel-good chemical in your brain that was previously released in our brains when we drank alcohol. So let's go over the 10 reasons why we crave sugar after getting sober. The first reason that we crave sugar after getting sober is your brain's sweet tooth. Your brain loves sugar along with salt and fat. In fact, there's a term for the perfect craveable amount of that holy trifecta of sugar, salt, and fat, and it's called the bliss point. Big food industries are scientifically engineering food to make foods more irresistible to customers. Do you remember that old slogan for Lay's chips? I bet you can't eat just one. And no wonder. It's not the job of food companies to make foods more healthy, it's their job to sell more food. Alcohol messes with your brain's reward system, which in turn makes you crave something else in the absence of alcohol that can activate that reward system instead. In the absence of alcohol or other substances, sugar steps in as a sweet treat to make your brain happy. The second reason that we crave sugar after getting sober is the energy boost. Your body's used to having the extra energy provided by alcohol, but now that it's missing, it wants some sort of substitute. Sugar is a fast source of energy to keep you going. It's sort of like a power-up in a video game. But remember, what goes up also too must come down. A sugar crash is usually felt within the first 4 hours of heavy carbohydrate consumption, which is why we also feel the same kind of crash when we eat things like donuts, pastries, pizza, and pasta. The third reason that we crave sugar after getting sober is the roller coaster effect. Imagine, your body just got off a wild roller coaster ride called alcohol. And now that the ride is over, your body wants another thrill, and it turns to sugar for that extra exciting rush. Also, too, beware of cross addictions, or as we like to call it, addiction jumping after quitting alcohol. By the way, we made an episode about addiction jumping and cross addictions, and there's gonna be a link to that video at the end of this video if you wanna check that one out. The fourth reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is the party habit. Remember all those fun times as a kid, chugging sugary drinks and munching on sweet snacks at birthday parties? Well, your brain formed a connection between alcohol and sugar during those good times. So now, even without alcohol, your brain throws a craving for sugar. And now that we're turning down the party lifestyle, comment down below what healthy activities you've replaced alcohol use and partying with instead. The fifth reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is vitamin deficiencies. Alcohol can drain essential vitamins from your body like B vitamins and magnesium, which help you feel good. Sugar cravings may be your body's way of trying to replenish those missing nutrients. But with proper diet and exercise, which are very helpful for getting through the next phases of sobriety, you'll be looking good and feeling good both mentally and physically, and getting yourself back on track in no time. The sixth reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is it's a mood booster. Quitting alcohol can be tough on your emotions, and sugar offers a temporary mood boost. It's kind of like having a sweet friend who gives you a hug when you're feeling down, and also too gives you cavities and heart disease and makes you go wardrobe shopping because you gain too much weight. The seventh reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is the taste sensation. Alcohol can dull your taste buds over time. Let me say that again. Alcohol can dull your taste buds over time. I bet you didn't know that. Without alcohol, your taste buds wake up and crave flavorful things like sugar. Now keep this in mind. As you start to limit your sugar intake, your body adapts. And then your added sugar intake becomes less frequent. And so too do the cravings for sugar. Eventually, you'll get to the point where things that are in fact too sweet will become too sweet, like soda, candy, pastries, etc.
Did you know
that baked beans have as much sugar as a dessert? And low-fat yogurt can have as much sugar as a can of Coke. Remember when we talked about that bliss point earlier? Food companies that take fat out of their products often replace the fat with, you guessed it, sugar. And sugar is also pumped into other foods like spaghetti sauce, salad dressing, white bread, barbecue sauce, soup, peanut butter, ketchup, frozen dinners, protein bars, and protein powders, along with so many other food items. Remember, carbohydrates in fruit, vegetables, beans, rice, grains, and legumes are fine, of course, unless you're overeating. But carbohydrates in sodas, teas, energy drinks, fruit juice is a big one. You think you're having something healthy and it's loaded with sugar. Breads, pasta, junk foods, chips, or anything else that has excessive amounts of carbohydrates are going to contribute to weight gain. Unless, of course, you're following the basic rule of calories in, calories out. Here's a fun fact. The most decorated Olympian in history, American swimmer Michael Phelps, used to consume up to 10,000 calories a day while training for the Olympics. And even myself, after running 2 miles this morning, I've only managed to use up 1,200 calories so far, according to my Fitbit. So again, if the calories come in, the calories need to be used up, or else the calories get stored as fat. The 8th reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is comfort cravings. Alcohol may have been a way to cope with stress or other difficult emotions, and now without alcohol, your body still seeks comfort. And sugar can temporarily provide that cozy feeling for about an hour or so, until of course you get that nasty sugar crash. Instead of reaching for Oreos, of which only 3 Oreo cookies equals 125 calories. For 125 calories, you can eat 2.5 cups of cantaloupe, which will also give you 3 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 30 milligrams of calcium, 50 milligrams of magnesium, 1,000 milligrams of potassium, 10,000 IUs of vitamin A, 120 milligrams of vitamin C, some of your B vitamins, and some of that sweet, sweet sugar. Oh, did I mention that cantaloupe is also good for your skin? So how long would it take to burn off those 125 calories? If you weigh 170 pounds like me, you'd have to walk about 1.5 miles just to burn off 3 Oreos. And that's not a fair trade if you ask me. The 9th reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is the reward system reset. Quitting alcohol resets your brain's reward system and it wants something new to activate it. Sugar steps in as a substitute reward, giving your brain the treat that it's looking for. But the problem is, weren't we just doing that with alcohol? Just like we can use alcohol, sex, drugs, and rock and roll to feel better, we can use sugar too. The whole point of sobriety is to find a better balance in life and stop looking to hit the easy button to escape or feel better. And the 10th and final reason why we crave sugar after getting sober is the sweet memories. According to the FTC, half of the entire advertising budget of sugar dealing companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Snapple, Arizona, and Monster are spent advertising to children. We think of sugary beverages, snacks, and treats as wholesome when in fact these companies have been preying on you since you were born. There are even products for infants like Sweet Ease, which works by giving sugar or sucrose in water to decrease pain. What sugar does to infants and adults alike is that it stimulates the cellular membrane receptors in the brain where the endogenous opioid system is located. And the more we know about the origins of where our addictions came from, the more ammunition that we have to fight back. And to help save the current and future generations from being preyed upon by industries that peddle addictions such as alcohol, nicotine, opiates, caffeine, and sugar. And if you're interested in learning more about cross addictions after quitting alcohol, click the link in the top corner of the screen. And by the way, if our videos have ever helped you to become a better version of yourself, would you consider supporting us back on Patreon? When you support us on Patreon, you get one of the 3 official Getting Sober Again mugs, you get direct messaging with me, and you get notifications when we do our exclusive live streams right here on YouTube. And if you want to binge watch another one of our episodes for free, then click on the playlist at the end of this video. By the way, If you learned something new today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and we always love hearing from you, so don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And with that, I want to wish you good luck on your self-improvement journey, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to see another one of our videos, click here.